All right, we're getting ready to head out to Lake Mitry. Come on, let's go. All right, guys, I finally got to Lake Mitry, and I just got my campsite and starting to get it set up. Let's check it out. All right, look. All right, here's my spot right here. It's just enough room for me. Let's come down the side here. I had to get underneath this tree, so it did dust my truck pretty well with tree guts. It's pretty hot. It's like 111, so got the generator running and I'm cooling the camper down with the AC. But here's my beach for the weekend. Look at this. This is my view and my swimming hole. It's not very clear, but whatever. It's cold. And I'm kind of tucked into these bushes right here. But this is my beach right here. Blowing up the paddleboard. Alright, we're just gonna set it and forget it. it's time to make some dinner. Tonight we're gonna bake some potatoes. Oh, here's something. These are red potatoes. I like the red ones. I think we're just gonna bake this one. Got this mystery bag of potatoes, and that's a nice baker. Look at that. All right, let's grab a fork. Let's see if we can stab this with a plastic fork. It's not looking good. I guess that's okay. We just really need the skin. All right, we'll just stab it to let it vent, and then we'll wrap it in some tin foil. Looks like this tin foil has seen better days. Wrap up our potato. Alright, that's ready to go in the barbecue. We're gonna go ahead and let these sit out a little bit, start up the barbecue, and get ready to fire this up, and then we will season our chicken. Be right back. Alright, it's time to season the chicken. I'm going to use a little seasoning salt. Not too much. I salted the other side while it was waiting to thaw. It's pretty thawed. Just put a little table salt on it, not too much. And then some paprika. And we'll let that sit for about 10 minutes, and then we'll go throw it on the barbecue. Alright, let's put on some chicken. Chicken's barbecuing and the potatoes baking, and let's go down and look at the lake. It's beautiful. Alright guys, let's see how we did. Let's break into this potato. That's the biggest red potato I've ever seen. Let's see, can you see that? That looks delicious. Let's put some butter on it. A little bit of grated cheese, fresh grated cheese. Ah, look at that. Man, it's too bad you can't smell it. Salt, pepper, I even have some chives. So just put a little bit of salt on it, a little bit of pepper, put a little bit of sour cream on it really quick. Just a little dab will do ya. Looks amazing. Grab a couple hunks of meat. Alright, let's see how this tastes. Delicious. Let's check out this meat. It's kind of hot still. It's cooked perfectly. Alright, it's time to eat. Okay, let's talk Lake Mitry. Been here for a few days now, and it's been a blast. Honestly, I've been swimming and paddleboarding and floating and fishing, and it's just been a blast. I know there's fish out in the lake. I was out paddleboarding. I went out to the middle of the lake out there, and I saw some big giant lunkers jumping like clean out of the water. I don't know what kind of fish they were, but they were big, so I know there's some big stuff in here. I don't know how to get them. Listen to that nature. That's pretty amazing, right? I'm camped right here on the edge of the lake. There's only a handful of spots that are kind of camped on the lake here. This one was kind of tricky to get into because there's a big tree growing sideways, and I had to like brush through the tree to get back here, but it was definitely worth it. This was a nice spot. But the main camping area is a big giant like parking area, and I mean I'll give you my opinion, but I don't, you know, it may be different than other people's opinions, and I like to be secluded. So this is my own site, my own beach access, my own everything. Like, I'm pretty secluded right here. It's pretty nice. I mean, listen to the music around me. It's crazy. But the actual camping area is just like a big open like parking lot, and you just kind of go in there and park, and it's across the street from the lake. And some people may like,
you know, camping close to others. You know, some people may like camping close to others, or may, you know, you make friends and it's cool, but I prefer this. This is kind of a long way away from home, and I think I only got this because I came down on a Wednesday, and I don't know if you'd be able to get this if you came down on the weekend. The lake itself is kind of surrounded with weeds, and there's some places over by the camping area where you can walk out in, like, the path walks out over the lake, and you could fish out there. That's pretty nice. Let's see. If you had a big trailer, like a fifth wheel, you can come back here. The access road to come back here, it's a nice, smooth logging road type road. There's no ruts or anything. Like, cars have been driving back and forth. And if you have a big trailer, you could tow it back here. The road is kind of washboardy, so it's vibraty, but you know, you could go, you take it slow, but there's nothing to worry about. Once you get back to the camping area, there's a boat launch over there, and you can turn around. But honestly, I don't know, I can't give you like a size, because I don't tow anything bigger than like a 10-foot trailer. I guess I have a 15-foot trailer. I could bring that back here easily, but I don't want to say the road coming back here is easy. You could tow a trailer and you could easily turn around down here. There's a boat launch with a lot of space. You'd be able to turn around here. It's pretty crazy. It was super hot. Like it was 111 the first day I got here. And when I went to the camp area, there was 2 tents. I didn't see any cars. I don't think anybody was there, but there was 2 tents. I don't know where the people were, but that was pretty crazy. Over in the camp area, it's nice and big and clear and clean. There's no like spots. It's just a big giant like parking area. So I guess you just kind of line up next to people, and it's nice and clean over there. But this little spot that I'm here, it's all secluded, but people just don't seem to care as much about it. There's kind of a lot of garbage back here, which is crazy. Mosquitoes too. It doesn't seem to be as well taken care of in the little offshoot as the big campsite. But the campsite's probably 1/8 of a mile down the road, and across the street there's a boat launch. There's a big giant picnic area, and there's also garbage cans, so you can dump your garbage, which is crazy. I don't know why people don't clean up after themselves here, because they can just go like 1/8 of a mile and dump it in a garbage can, and it's free to camp here. So I don't know why, I don't understand why people don't do that. But I'm not here to nag about it. Most of the people watching my videos will clean up after themselves anyway. So we got here just before the sunrise. You can see the sun behind me, I think, starting to rise. There's lots to do here. You could ride your bicycle around, you could fish, swim, paddleboard. I think though, fishing would be tough here without a boat or some sort of way to get out on the lake. There's a lot of weeds in the ground, and they go kind of all the way up to the top. So if you fished the top of the water, you'd be okay, but I don't know what you would catch. Maybe somebody that's better than me would know. But if you had a boat, there's definitely deeper places here that you could fish deeper without getting into some weeds. So I wouldn't come here to fish if you didn't have a boat or a paddleboard or some way to get around. Although I'm not trying to dissuade you. Like, if you wanted to fish, you definitely could, but you're gonna be cleaning a lot of weeds off your hooks. Let's see what else. They have a really nice boat launch over by the camping area. They have you know, I haven't really been overrun by bugs. There's been a couple mosquitoes. I got a couple bites, but nothing big. There's some gnats for sure, but again, it wasn't crazy ridiculous. Nothing I really had to deal with. Let's see. Can you see that sun? I don't want to get my face in the way of the scenery. It's crazy beautiful. Listen to those ducks. When the sun's going down, you can definitely see fish jumping, and just before the sun starts coming up, There's definitely fish in here. I don't know how to get them. I was totally skunked, but you know, it was fun. It's fun to have the fishing gear. It was fun to play on the paddleboard. The best part for me, I think, was being in this little secluded spot. I don't know if I would do as well in the big open camping area. Maybe if I came down with a bunch of my friends and we kind of used a bunch of spots right next to each other, that would be kind of fun for me. But there's a long way to go from my house to come down here and camp in the big giant camping area, is my opinion. But again, I don't want to take away from somebody else that might think that that's fun. I just want to tell you what it's like down here. So with that, I think it's time for breakfast. Take a second and enjoy the scenery. Well, it's Sunday morning and we're just waiting for the sun to get up to finish packing up and getting out of here. It's been a great week. Had a lot of fun here at Lake Mitry. I don't think I mentioned this, but I've had 5G all week, and I've been able to tether TV shows on my Fire Stick, and it's been great. I'm on Verizon, and Verizon is pretty awesome back here. Had a great time, and I'm ready to come back.
There's some brave people right there camping. It's supposed to be 114 degrees today. Look at that. So here's another camping area. It's a big giant open lot. There's some other motorhome camping. I did notice when I drove up here that there is a pit toilet up there on the hill. Pit toilet on the hill. But look at this lot. It's just a big giant lot. And then again across the street, lake, and then there's a big giant picnic area right there. And just on the other side of the picnic area, there's a boat launch. Look at that, on the other side of the trail. And here's where I'm headed right now. If you can look off here in the distance, there's a little pull-out with some big garbage cans. So I don't really understand why where I camped was so full of garbage, because there's big dumpsters right there. And then here I think it's just a day-use parking lot, so you can have a picnic and fish out of here. And that's pretty much Lake Mitry. If you like the video, give it a thumbs up, subscribe, and I will catch you in the next one.